Hi, hello, welcome back to more Gimmick Level. That's right, the series is back. Not that it was gone for too long, but like, you know. Today was my first day going to university. Well, kind of was like orientation week type thing. And so I'm not going to have as much time to make videos for the foreseeable future anyway, but I still want to get at least like one out per week. I don't know, we'll see how we go. Anyway, so in the last episode, we built this ball part here with a bit of randomization involved. Where are the triggers? Where are the triggers? There they are. And today, I want to take a bit of a break from this trigger nonsense. I don't want to do anything with triggers today other than like background changes and pulses and all that, because today I want to do a little bit more of like a traditional type gameplay, kind of like what we did for this first part here, how we had like orbs in portals. I kind of want to do something basic like that for this next part, which I'm thinking will be the part right over here. So what I kind of want to do is use this interesting little gimmick. I made a little like test level, this like interesting gimmick where you kind of have to go in a certain way into the portals. So for example, with this first one here, you have to go up through it in order to survive, and this one you have to go down through it in order to survive. Otherwise, if I go down through this portal, I just die, right? So you need to like kind of plan your clicks out, go up through there, go down through there, right? That'll be like kind of the main gameplay gimmick, and the rest of it will be kind of structuring. You may notice that the structuring is a bit unique in this, and that's because recently I beat Stereo Demoness, and Stereo Demoness is a really, really cool level. Not Stereo Demoness, Future Demoness, sorry. Yeah, I'm sure that's a cool level as well. I'd like to beat that. But yeah, Future Demoness by Majako. I just have a copy of the drop here. This gameplay is really, really unique with the wave. It has like, I don't know, it just feels totally different from most wave parts I've ever played before, right? It's like very kind of controlled in a way. You can see it's just kind of span through the middle, and you have to control your way through that little gap down there, boom, 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 like that. And it's really, really satisfying. I really like that type of gameplay. And I kind of want to do something similar with the structuring of the gimmick level part. So I guess we should probably just hop in and start building some gameplay. So I think first things first, I need to like plan out where I actually want to put these Q portals, where you kind of like, different song, but you get the idea. First of all, actually, let's create an exit from the spider part. So how do we want to transition in? Oh, it's upside down. Oh, I don't know how I feel about upside down. I might make that a normal dash orb because I don't really want that to be upside down. So let's start work on the actual wave part here. Where do we want these like portal jump kind of gimmicks to be? Up, down. Like that, yeah, okay, that could work. And then you like hit a pad here or something. Oh no, no, wrong way around. Now I kind of want to do one that's a bit like this, which has a pad down there. I don't know how well that'll work. And then maybe this could even just transition into a different game mode. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do this entire part here. I think that's a pretty good length for the part. We can have a little transition here. Yeah, I think that'll work well. Okay, and I have no idea what the next part is gonna be, by the way. Just put a UFO temporarily. Yeah, I think that's pretty good, like, locations for all of these portals here. Now, I should probably come up with, like, some form of structure here that can kind of house this section, yeah. That's not ideal. Wow. Might make that just a portal instead of a pad, just so that I can center it and like have it be nice part of the nice symmetrical structures, you know? Have something that kind of goes up like that, yeah. Then maybe comes down and then has like one of these sticking out of it. Some nice and unique structuring, I feel like. All right, so now I have some of the base structuring around the bits of gameplay I already had in. It's time to add some more gameplay and therefore some more structuring. The first thing I wanted to do is naturally lead the player up through this first portal, just to kind of introduce the mechanic. I initially did that with this structure, but it looked a bit dumb, so I decided to go ahead and redo it. I decided I really wanted to take inspiration from Future Demoness, so I went with completely symmetrical structuring for most of the part. So I put a couple of these structures and saw blades, followed by this structure in the middle here, and this created kind of like an interesting way where you could either go up or you could go down. And then after adding a couple structures before it to kind of lead you into the part, this first part was almost complete. If you remember what I said earlier, I wanted the player to naturally go up into this portal. Oh, I've literally just noticed that's off center. Oh no. Okay, other than the fact that that's off center, I wanted the player to naturally go up into this portal. I was debating whether to completely block off the top path or not, but I decided to just make it harder by adding these spikes here. So if you consider yourself to be a bit of a professional gamer and you wanted to go up there anyway, you still can, but it's just a hell of a lot harder. So naturally, most players that are like playing this for the first time would want to go down, right? But I like keeping alternate paths not completely blocked off because, I don't know, it's just fun to do if you're like a little bit better at the game and you want to have a bit more of a challenge with a certain part of a level, you can go for a path like that. I've brought this up a few times across different videos, but Shadow Temple is a really, really good example of this. You're meant to go down and through a structure, but you can actually go through the middle of a straight fly. It's just a hell of a lot harder. I really enjoyed that when I played the original level, so I kind of want to like incorporate that type of thing into some of my levels, right? But yeah, so anyway, now it's time to work on the structuring for the rest of the part, and I followed pretty similar principles. There's some stuff like this span corridor here. I didn't want to just do a boring span corridor, so I did it so it's like not fully symmetrical, and that's kind of what I went with for this whole part. I think it creates for some very, very unique and interesting structures. Also, do you remember when I put text on the screen earlier saying that the pads didn't really work? No, I don't really like the pads, to be honest with you. I don't love them. Yeah. Now, because I didn't want to have just another boring portal transition, I decided to get rid of everything on the bottom in general and just replace it with a jump into the wave portal. I think this is so much cooler and really does like a bunch more with the mechanic, because you still have to go down through that portal, but you just have to do an extra click in there, and it's really satisfying, and I'm really happy with that. And from there, it was just adding a bunch more gameplay and structuring that kind of fits a theme that we've already established. Nice. Okay, cool. Well, that is all of the gameplay for that part done then, I'd say. Now it's time to go ahead and start work on the decoration. I need to like kind of establish what coloring this part is going to have. That was barely English, but you know what? It was English, and I'll take that. Yeah, I think a nice orange will be cool, because we haven't done an orange in like quite a while. Last time was over here, yeah. Let me go ahead and then just like, boom. I want to start off with these little bits here, because I want to do the same pillar design here as I do for this little top section over here, and also the same for this little section in here. Also, I got to point this out because I'm really quite proud of this. I did a little technique where I put these edges like on the outside instead of on the inside. You can see that's really flat, but I chuck it on the outside and it gives a little bit of depth, and that's like fine with the hitboxes. Just a cool little detail I was quite proud of. But anyway, I kind of want to use some of these, like one of these blocks from over here. I'm not sure which yet though. If I use these ones in here, yeah, I'll make them blending, and then the detail can be like same deal but darker maybe. I think this could work if we just clean this up. So you can use these, I think it's create base. Yeah, so you can create a base with that, and I want to make this probably just the same like that. That's okay. I think it needs a little bit more detail to it though, and I think what could be good is maybe these ones. Would these ones look kind of dumb? Yeah, honestly, black looks kind of cool. What if I double it up? Ooh. And then we can go ahead and layer on a little bit of glow maybe. Yeah, so that's just like kind of subtle. Just a subtle backdrop to that thing. Yeah, I think that's cool. Okay. Object color here, I want to be completely white. So where's the color trigger here? Bit of more like an orange to just completely white. Yeah, I want object color to be completely white. I can't be bothered to change all the spike color, so I'm just going to change color 1 to like something else. I wasn't going to change them to white, but I kind of love the white spikes. I'm not going to lie, dude. And if I want to, I could like chuck one of those in there that is just like black. And so that kind of like adds a little bit of contrast in the middle of them. Yeah, I'm going to do that because I think that looks decent. Yeah, that feels very early 2.1 to me. I like that. Okay, so now I need to come up with a alternate block design that I can do underneath here and for like these and stuff. For some of them, I think I could probably get away with like black 2.0 bricks, so it's like that. I think that could work. Yeah, in this kind of a context, I reckon that could work. Oh, slopes though. Oh, slopes. I hate brick slopes so much, dude. They just do that and it just looks dumb. What if I just do one brick, like laying up there? Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do that just because it's kind of goofy. It's kind of funny. I'm not taking this level too seriously at the end of the day. I'm just kind of doing this for fun, right? Not worrying about it being rate worthy particularly. It does need something else inside of it though, and I kind of want to use like some of these skull objects, like these ones here, just because I kind of love them. So make that just, yeah, white, and then layer that above those, and then just kind of have a couple here and there in there, and then I can chuck one of these down there. This is very, very definitively early 2.1. Look at that, dude. Look at that. It's kind of awesome. I kind of love it. Yep, I think I'm gonna do that for some of these block designs here. God, it looks so early 2.0, but I love it so much. Well, not early 2.0, but early 2.1, yeah. Now in terms of the block design, I just want to come up with one more design for the remaining, like these structures here, these two, these ones in here, and this one. I think these ones I could probably do something kind of special for. What if I use like these blocks maybe? This is a big fat maybe, because I have no idea if this is going to work. This is like a very different style to anything else I've done so far. It's like that type of a thing. So it's like these are behind. I'm going to make these like maybe a lower opacity of some description. All right. Yep. I think that works. We'll do something more for the background as well. But for now, I think these will work for these. I don't know what I want to do in here. I might just bring back these guys, to be honest. Oh, look, it's a little bit goofy, but like, what isn't? And then I might do like the bricks for this mid bit or something. I don't know. But for now, these work. I'll put them on B3 just to make sure they're absolutely behind. And I think that should be, yeah. Ooh, this will be interesting though. So I can kind of incorporate these, but then have like some different slopes. And then what the hell am I going to do on the inside here? Maybe if I can even just copy paste this, but then layer that like below that. It looks kind of dumb, but honestly, I think that's all right. And then I'm going to go ahead and just like chuck one of these guys in the center or something. Maybe scale it up a little bit so it's like right in the center there. Yeah, that's kind of neat. Okay, so here I kind of like split this in half and put that there. And then what I'm going to go ahead and do for the rest of that is I am going to go ahead and just chuck in like some of these along here. There we go. That's kind of cool. That's kind of a neat structure. All right, so I've got just about all of the block design in place now, and it's looking quite cool. Oh, I died. I'm pretty happy with it. It's nice and varied. Has like a lot of black in it as well, which is always good. Okay, so I think next thing's next. I don't think that's how that's meant to happen. Next thing I want to do is I want to add a little bit of lava, because I think lava could look quite neat. That looks interesting, but I think that kind of could work. That could work, yeah. Yeah, I think that works. It just gives like a little bit of like a boundary. Maybe I'll make the lava itself a little bit brighter. And I know like a lot of people don't like putting lava on the roof of levels, but I don't really care in this case. It's a GD level. Does it have to make logical sense? In my opinion, no. Just creates like a nice animated border, you know? I like it. I think it's cool. I'm gonna line the underside of this lava like so. And then that means that not only will the transitions be like smooth, but also I can do a couple movements on the lava here, which I kind of would like to do. So let's add all this bottom stuff onto a new group, 234, and the top onto a new group as well. And then like here, I want 234 to move up by 5, ease in out, like that. And then I can have it like move back down by the time it's done. So kind of like that, right? Okay, cool. I like that. We need a couple pulses in this part. Let's be real. We need some. All right, I'm going to speed through this because pulses, let's be real, they're not the most interesting thing in the world. I wanted to be like kind of dynamic with the pulses in this part, but I wanted them to kind of be a little bit slower. So I always had a fade in of at least 0.1 and had like a decent fade off as well, just to kind of give it a more flowy feel to it instead of like sudden flashes, you know? I did a lot of hue shifting with these pulses. Some of them were like bright green flashes and some of them were like a little bit more red and then even into the like pinky range, but yeah, I don't know, just a few pulses to make it feel a little bit more dynamic. And because all of the orange bits in the level are copying the color of the background, they pulse as well. So yeah, that makes that nice and easy. Yeah, that's enough to make it not feel static. Okay, cool. From there, I felt like we needed some kind of background detail, so I put in some giant oversized chains that are black that kind of go behind everything else. I was in a little bit of a rush while recording this, I'll be honest, so there's a couple things I might change, these chains included, but for now, I think they work to kind of just add that extra little bit of detail, fill in that extra little bit more space, you know? Then it needed just a little bit more detail, which for that, I just put these things laid behind all of the block designs. Ever since I first did this in Solar, I've been absolutely in love with putting rotating objects sticking out of blocks. I don't know what it is, it just always looks so incredibly good. So if you ever need a little bit more detail for your block design, just chuck a rotating object, layer it behind and have it sticking out half the blocks. It works really, really well every time. I don't love these. I'm gonna be honest, I don't love these rotating objects. I think they look kind of stupid. We either need something else there or just get rid of them entirely and just leave it. What kind of slope deco could we even do, dude? Like, what is there for slope deco? I've never actually used these things before. This could, like, maybe work. Oh, those look heaps better. Oh, yeah, I actually really like those. Okay, I wasn't expecting to really like them. I was expecting them to be like, yeah, look, they'll do. Like, they look okay. No, they look awesome. Chuck a couple of these in with some background blending for just, like, some portal deco. video, just basic stuff. And then we just need a saw blade design. Okay, if I could work with these that we already have, that would be ideal. What if I just chuck like one of these in the middle or something? Do something like that? You know what, that works. I'll do that, sure. Just a fun little saw blade design, you know? Yeah, dude, I'm honestly really happy with that. All right, well, I'm just about out of time to record this episode. I don't have time to like finish off this transition, I don't think. So you know what? I think I'm gonna end it off here for today's episode. Yeah, let's go ahead and do a full showcase of the full level, shall we? I did a no-clip run because I don't have time to like sit here and grind this level to try and get a full run. It's getting hard, bro. I'm really happy with what we managed to get done in today's episode, and I really hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate everyone who's stuck around while I'm not uploading as frequently. I appreciate it. I'm glad you enjoyed the videos, and yeah, I don't know. For me, I feel like this is kind of a new era of just kind of doing YouTube for the fun of it again. Treating it as more of a hobby than a job. That's where I really want to go with this in the future, and it's where I've been going so far, and I've been loving it. So yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I really hope you enjoyed it. Massive thank you to all of the members, as always, especially Cool Guy, as always. Really appreciate it, and yeah, I will see you later.